Hey, this is Ryan Witt with the Witt Law Group. And we get a question pretty frequently from people saying, do you guys handle speeding tickets? And it's really a couple part question. Number one is, yes, we do. We do them here in Kitsap County and Pierce County, and we'll go up to Jefferson County. But people will always follow up and say, okay, well, what can an attorney do for me that I can't do for myself? And I had this question just a couple days ago, and I said, I just had a scenario where a person was charged with speeding too fast for conditions. And that person told me, I did slide off the road. An officer came, they wrote me a ticket. He said I slid off the road. Then all the people that were around gave statements saying I slid off the road. And I told this person, without really even much more information, I said, look, all the evidence rules, just like in a criminal trial or a civil trial, still apply. The officer's got to have personal knowledge of what happened. And when they appear after the fact, they don't have personal knowledge. And all of those statements that the people said at the scene, if they don't come into court, that's going to be hearsay. So all those statements were suppressed as hearsay as well. So, the person came into the situation thinking this was an absolute uphill battle and there was no chance they were going to win. But everything I told them, that's just the way it goes. So, in these types of cases, speeding tickets, too fast for conditions, or really all these infractions, there's a lot an attorney can do for you. So it's worth a consultation. In some counties, they're not manned with a prosecuting attorney. Like Pierce County, there's no prosecutor. But in Kitsap County, there is a prosecutor, and that's not always a bad thing. Because if you think you're going to lose and maybe the court's going to side against you, you can always negotiate something with the prosecuting attorney. And maybe it's not an outright dismissal, but it's some way to meet in the middle. And maybe you're paying a small fine to the court, but it gets amended to something that doesn't go to Department of Licensing. So that's an option as well. And the third question people follow up with is, what do you charge? And we typically charge people $250, but if we're going to go somewhere further out, Mason County or Jefferson County, it's slightly more. So hopefully that answers your questions. And if you do have a ticket, you'll consider talking to an attorney. Thank you.